Hey guys, I got this really great battle for you against a random guy. It's pretty damn long, but I'm gonna do my best to really explain my thought process and everything, and you should have some fun. Okay, now look at his team. My Daikenki has Aquajet, Revenge, Mega Horn, and Swords Dance. So I have a super effective attack against every single Pokemon he has, which makes Daikenki the most important member of my team right now. Being a reckless bastard, I lead with it. And I'm facing off with his Mamoswine. I'm being even more reckless, I decide to go for a freaking Revenge to take it down and then finish it off with an Aquajet. But he doesn't want that, he goes into his Slowbro, which takes Revenge as if it's nothing. And that's not so good, because now he knows that I have Revenge. And he's going to avoid going into his Snorlax or his Lucario on that. And he also knows I'm running a physical set. Anyway, I go into my Superior. On his Calm Mind, I go for the sub. I expect him to keep setting up or to switch out. He goes for another Calm Mind, but this is fine because I have the Dragon Tail and I can go for it now and face him out, or I could try to stay in and Leech Seed him. Either way could work for me, but he's getting too powerful for my liking, so I'm just going to try to get rid of him. But I miss, and that's the first really pretty bad hack that I've had in this battle. If I got that Dragon Tail off, I would have been in a really good situation because I would have the initiative. He would be kind of scattered, I would be behind the sub and all of that. But no, I'm not behind the sub and he's in a pretty decent Pokemon against my Superior. I don't want to take an Icicle Crash. I know I can take a Ice Shard, but I don't want to take the Crash. So I go into my Daikenki to take that. But in fact, he does have the Ice Shard, which is good to know for the future. That I can stay in with Superior on this Mamoswine, because the best thing it can do to me is an Ice Shard. And I can get a Giga Drain back off on it. Now he switches out, and I predicted that, so I double switch and go into my Superior again. So we're back into this situation. But now he knows I have the Dragon Tail. I'm going to go straight for the Leech Seed, and he's going to show me that he carries the Flamethrower. It does not very much, just like a bit, maybe less than a third, so that's good to know, but I know that I can't let him get up too many of those Calm Minds, or else it's going to become a problem until I can Dragon Tail him out. So this Slowbro is really the thing that's getting on my nerves. I don't have any way to quickly take it out. I know it can take Daikenki's Mega Horn, even probably with a Swords Dance, and Superior pretty much walls it, but you know, it's not going anywhere. So I'm going to need to deal with this Slowbro. He's getting tired of this thing and he goes out into his Arcanine. As I go for the Giga Drain, I think. I should have probably gone for the sub there. But anyway, this isn't so bad. I'm predicting the fire attack, obviously, the Flare Blitz coming at me. So I'm going to get out of here. But he predicts that very well. He expected me to go into Daikenki, I'm pretty sure, and he goes for the Wild Bolt. Instead of going to my Aerodactyl, but it's going to get completely wrecked by that Wild Bolt. That's so bad. Aerodactyl does nothing, I don't get my Stealth Rocks up, which would have been really helpful against both his Arcanine and his Rotom, which you'll see comes in later and does some havoc. So now I go into Daikenki. I think the Aquajet can take him out. Now that I think about it, I'm not too sure, because I'm not running max attack. But I don't know, he doesn't want to risk it, he gets out of there and the Slowbro takes the Aquajet like nothing. As it did before. Not like nothing, it actually does take nothing because the leftovers put him back at full health. Anyway, I'm getting tired of the Slowbro. I decide to go for the Swords Dance because I'm guessing that his last move is water. Fire and water. So I know I resist both of his attacks. And he can't boost his defense. So if I get at my Swords Dance, I can do some damage. And then I miss the Mega Horn. That's the second piece of hacks that pissed me off. So I'm angry right now. I just go for it again. Pissed off at this thing's ugly face. And you can see it does a pretty decent amount, I guess. Luckily he has a Psycho Shock, and that's lucky because I'm physically bulky. I max HP and I have a pretty good investment in defense, so I can tank those physical hits very well. Other than that, he has Flamethrower, which isn't stabbed and is also resisted. So I'm good on that front. He switches out now, but I just go for another Mega Horn. At this point I was still pissed that I missed the first one, I think. Looking at that, it does about exactly a third. And Okay, Mega Hard not super effective goes down to 60 power. Aquajet with stab goes up to 60, and super effective Aquajet has 120. So Aquajet should do twice as much as that, and I don't think that would knock it out. And if it doesn't knock it out, then it could kill me with an electric attack. So I don't want to risk that since the Daikenki is so important, and I switch out, but he ends up going for the trick as you just saw. Tricks of specs onto my Cresselia. And then I miss the Toxic, which is another bad piece of hacks, because I could have really used the Toxic on that thing. He goes into Lucario because I can't touch him since I'm locked into Toxic, and I go into my Arbok, thinking that he's probably going to set up on the physical side, but he shows me that he's a special Lucario, or mixed, but I'm guessing it's just special. I think I can take any other hit he has for me, but it turns out that he has the Psychic. So that's no good, and Arbok goes down without doing a damn thing, except getting a little bit of life Arbok. That Arbok works a lot of the time, so don't hate on Arbok. But he's special, so Superior can take some of his hits, and I go in and take a hit and set up the Leech Seed. So with the Leech Seed giving me back health, with the Life Orb draining him, I'm pretty decent situation here. His Aura Spheres were doing a lot, but I think I can win in this situation. I go straight for the Giga Drain, not wanting to risk the sub and putting me at very low health. But it probably would have been better to go for the sub there. But even so, I'm not sure that was a bad play, because I don't want to. If he went for another Aura Sphere, I would have been in pretty low health, and I wouldn't want that. Here I'm expecting him to predict me to switch actually, that's why I went for that, and not go for the Overheat, which could be walled by Ember or Daikenki. But he does go for it and misses. And I really don't feel bad about that considering how much I missed him before. So now he has the Leech Seed on him, I'm going to get out of there and try to suck him out with Cresselia. But he switches on the same turn, goes into his blasted Slowbro. With a funny nickname that I didn't mention before Hose, Anyway, I struggle for the Charge Beam. Get it on the Lucario, which is pretty good. Doesn't hurt at all. And yeah, he switches out there, it's kind of confusing. I guess he was predicting something else. He was predicting the Toxic, obviously, what am I saying? So he goes into this thing, and I don't want to switch out and let anything. I want to see what he's going to do. That's the truth. I want to see what he's going to do, so I stay in and go for another Charge Beam knowing that nothing will happen. Seeing he goes for the Stone Edge, I'm pretty sure Superior can take one and then hurt him. But he misses, which is great. I still don't feel bad about that, because, yeah. So I go for the Giga Drain here, and yeah, it goes on this guy. I don't want to die to a Flare Blitz, so I'm going to go into my Cresselia. Pretty much as fodder. And that's how it works out, because this Flare Blitz does a ton. Well, consider it's a Cresselia, you know? And I'm gonna let him finish me off with another Flare Blitz, which will finish him off too, so I don't have to worry about this thing anymore. Oh, that's good. So, right, Superior can he has 4 Pokemon left. Superior can handle 3 of them. This is the one that Superior can't handle. So that kind of sucks. He got the advantage on that switch. But I go for the Seed, I get him, and he misses the Overheat again. That's fine. Now I get the Life Orb. Not the Life Orb, the Leech Seed. And I'm gonna get out of there because I don't want to take the second Overheat. Go into my Ember, who can. Which works out pretty fine. It doesn't do too much damage, as you can see here. Looking at that damage, Superior could have probably taken it. Well, it could have survived at least one, I think. Anyway. Right, the Life Orb is... The Leech Seed, not Life Orb, is doing its good thing. But I'm predicting that he's going to switch out there, because, you know, he doesn't want to take a hit with that. I'm predicting he's going to switch out into his Slowbro, because that's the only thing that can take Ember, a hit from Ember. But he goes for the Volt Switch, which wasn't a good move on his part, because my Ember, as you'll see later, actually outspeeds him. So if I had gone for my attack there, I could have taken that thing out one time. But, yeah, it worked for him, because I was predicting the Slowbro. Right, this is where the knowledge that I got before about his Ice Shard comes in handy, because I know that the best thing he can do to me is Ice Shard, and I know I can take that and Giga Drain his ass. But unfortunately he barely survived, so he can do another hit. and I don't want to take another one and be at low health, so I'm going to go into my Daikenki to take whatever hit he has to throw at me. I was hoping for the Ice Shard, and he does go for it, so that'll do more damage to him than it does to me and actually take him out. So Daikenki's looking pretty cool. He goes into Slowbro, and I get out of there and go into my Superior. And here starts a pretty bad stall war. So I sped it up, give you some sepia tone because it's kind of classy. And it's just me leech seeding him, me giga draining him, me trying to set up a sub, and getting flamethrowers. Blah 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 blah. Giga drain, leech seed, blah 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 blah. Yeah. This is what's going on. So with some Cal Mines in him, he does quite a lot of that flamethrower. And here he recovers. He slacks off there, and that pisses me off because it just keeps going and going and going, and I'm like, ugh, this isn't very fun. But here's the good part. Right there, if he wanted to stall meal, he should have gone for a slack off. No, yeah, right there, if he wanted to stall meal, he should have gone for a slack off, but he didn't. He went for a flamethrower, which is fine because now I can take him out. But he doesn't want that, so he switches out to get the regeneration, remember. So he's gonna have more health when he comes back in. And he takes my Giga Drain with this Rotom. So yeah, that was this is pissing me off kind of. I go back into Embor to take the overheat, but he decides to go for a Will-O-Wisp, trying to get some residual damage on, I guess, either both Superior and Daikenki, depending on whether either one came in. But now I go for my Head Smash, and as you can see, I'm faster and I take it out. So good, Rotom's gone. And Rotom was the main thing standing in the way of my Superior, who should be able to take this thing, or Lucario. And actually at this point I had completely forgot that he had Snorlax on his team. So that was just a double switch. So this is, we're just facing each other. I go for a substitute to see what he wants to do. Thinking he might set up or something. They just go straight for the body slam, and I'm like, okay, this is how it's gonna go. I'm gonna get a Leech Seed on him. Snorlax has a lot of HP, so that's gonna be some major Leech Seed recovery. Lose Superior, that's fine. Bye Superior, thanks for the help. See you later. I'm gonna go into my Daikenki and just risk it all on Daikenki. Just like how I said in the beginning, Daikenki's gonna save me this match. So I get off the first Swords Dance. He goes for a Body Slam. Wouldn't you know it, he's gonna get the Power Hacks. So this is about hacks right now, pretty much. This is about hacks. I need the hacks gods to be on my side. At this point, I believe I go for another Sword Dance. Well, it doesn't matter what I go for, I get paralyzed. So I get the first Power Hack. Sucks. But it's okay, I need 2 turns here. If I get up my Swords Dance, and then I get off a Mega Horn, I can take down this Slowbro. And then the Lucario will go down to an Aqua Jet. The Snorlax will go down to a Revenge. So I don't get the Power Hacks first turn. Fantastic. I got the Swords Dance, I'm at +4. I need the second turn, no Power Hacks. And no miss. And I can finish this thing off. And I get that. So that's fantastic. The Hacks gods are being nice to me. Finally in this battle. So the Slowbro, which was the bane of my existence, finally goes down. He has left Lucario and Snorlax. I need the Hacks gods to come through with me again, and they do. I get off the Aqua Jet. No more Lucario. So now it's just me and this blasted Snorlax. And I still have Embor in the wings. I think Embor can take it down with a superpower, but I'm not completely sure whether it can. So I go for a Revenge here, and I get the Power Hacks, which sucks. And it looks like another Body Slam will take me out, so I go for the Aqua Jet here. Luckily I don't get the Hacks, and that does a pretty decent chunk to this Snorlax. And that pretty much settles it, because I still have Embor left, my last Pokemon. Daikenki did a good job there, like I thought he would. And I can go for the superpower and finish him off. So that was a great game, random dude. It was a lot of fun to play. It It took a lot of thought and I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys did too. Leave a comment, leave a like, a dislike, or neither depending on how you felt about this. And take care. Hope to see you again soon. Bye.
Not where you at, or better yet, where you at, not where you from.